Hi there, my name is George, and today I'm gonna run down again the top 10 news of my islands, Philippine Islands. Alright, alright. So I'll count down again the top 10 news for me, personal news for me this today. So first of all, my hitting 7,000 connection in LinkedIn. Alright. So this is me. Alright. So I just hit 7,000 connections today. And just a little bit of sharing today. There's this girl. I said she was my 7,000 connections. So I respectfully wrote to her, thanks for connecting. Just want to celebrate this since you're my 7,000 connection. Salamat. And then she said like something like, "Thanks for connecting with me, Ramon. I noticed you have such blah blah blah. Would you interested to check my e-commerce blah blah?" And then she said something like, "If not, maybe there's someone you can refer. Thank you." So I said, "What's that? No networking activity, please. I don't want MLM." And then all of a sudden, just barely 5 minutes, she said, "I don't have the time to explain. Bye." Guess what? Do you think she's in MLM? What do you think? Number 9, 160 PSG members test positive for COVID-19. Wow, PSG members. But Duterte apparently is shielded from it. Wow, that's tough, huh? Even the PSG members are tested positive, but we cannot really shield them because they're always in the front line, and that's where the battle is. That's where all the virus are circulating, so to speak. So that's why a lot of people are really, afraid to go out or just to be socializing with anybody. Even my friends from the industry, they are now reporting for work, and they said that it's really scary. And then we have number 8, viral in social media. NBI arresting businessman Francis Leo Marcos. I don't know if this is his real name because there was a name that was mentioned here. Apparently, that's not his real name, or he's using another name. I don't know what. But anyway, he was arrested by the NBI Cybercrime Division over a case in Baguio City for violation of RA 8050. And there's been a warrant of arrest since a long time ago. I don't know, but wow, this has been a wild turn of events. And in one page that I'm following in Facebook, there was a circulating letter from I don't know if this may not be true or something, but there was a circulating letter from the former First Lady Imelda Marcos writing to NBI, enumerating some Marcoses, quote unquote, that are allegedly using the name Marcos to get money from people. And Francis Leo Marcos was there on the list. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. And, just in the past few days, he's been going at it. He was doing his Mayaman challenge, insulting some people who are not, into this thing. And he was also going against, was this Egan of Channel 7? I don't know their rift, but I don't know. This is big. I mean, I know that Francis Leo Marcos is known to be helping people, right? I don't know. Maybe he's being politicized, or maybe this is just something that his enemies are using against him. If this is true, then wow. But if this is not, also a big wow. I mean, my God, I hope the truth comes out of this. Good luck, bro. Okay, over at number 7, and Bloomberg, SoftBank's son offers mea culpa after the Jesus comment backfire. So what happened is that, of course, there were some record losses reported this yesterday, and um, they have written down some investments, including WeWork, Uber Technologies, and all that. As the son compared himself to another high-profile visionary who was initially misunderstood, Jesus Christ. The billionaire also said the Beatles didn't become success overnight. I don't know what, Jesus Christ, Beatles. I don't know what he's going, what's going on in his head. But he took to Twitter to set the record straight, and he said, the reason for failure lies not outside, but with me. There's no moving forward without admitting that. So SoftBank shares closed 2.8% down in Tokyo, even as the Japan market rose. The Japanese company posted a record operating loss of $12.7 billion. My God, this is staggering. Who would lose some money like that? I mean, it is true what they say. The bigger you are, the harder you fall, man. So that's really awesome. I mean, I'm not, I'm not happy that they lost. All right, it's mind blowing. People with so huge something, and overnight, bam, that's it. Wow. All right, still at Bloomberg, Chinese tycoon Fosun founder, what's this guy? The billionaire founder of Fosun Group expect to soon win approvals for testing a vaccine against the new coronavirus in his home country, China. So he expects coronavirus vaccine trials at home soon. So I think this is a bit of good news, especially China is where it's everything started, right? Guo Guanchang, 53 years old, said in a phone interview that developing a vaccine is no longer just a matter of fighting the virus. The sooner there's a vaccine, the more confident people will be, and the faster the economy will recover. I agree to that. Number five. Walmart sales surge as coronavirus drives Americans to stockpile. Imagine Walmart is still at it, right? 10% climb quarterly, including a 74% jump in e-commerce. Really, e-commerce is the way to go, right? But Walmart sales is still surging. See, you can see here that there's a difference between the retail that's needed and the retail that's, you may not buy it now, maybe later, those things. So I think there's a difference. The retail that's necessary, Walmart has many of that. Then you can still celebrate because people are still gonna flock to you. It might not necessarily physically going to you, but they will order online and then of course take care of your logistics and supply chain, the delivery, and that's the way to go. I mean, it tells you what the outlook will be, what the outlook will be in the next couple of years. Number four, Trump threatens to permanently end WHO funding. This is consequent to the rift between China and the US. There's a WHO um, conference happening. I think it was yesterday or something, and President Trump gave the WHO organization, the World Health Organization, 30 days, only 30 days, to commit two substantive improvements, according to the letter he posted to Twitter. If the U.S. permanently pulls out of WHO, what will happen to WHO? WHO is being funded by a huge chunk by U.S. So President Trump escalated his attacks on the Global Health Group, and uh, he really threatened to cut its funding. He said he was also taking hydroxychloroquine, chloroquine, an unproven drug against the coronavirus as a preventive measure. And you know how it is in the US, right? Coronavirus has now killed more than 90,000 people in the United States. All right, number three, an interesting find: 10 work from home side hustles that might make you some extra money this year. Check this out. This is the link: apartmentderby.com work from home side hustles. You will see there are things here that I just heard just now. I heard just now. Well, of course, English language teacher is, we know that. Like tutor is there also, domain broker, customer service agent, Poshmark, all right, virtual assistant, we know this, content creator, yeah, social media influencer, Amazon mechanical Turk, Etsy crafter. All right, so check this out, guys. Maybe you may find these things interesting. Number two, there are many other news in Inquirer.net. Some of them are just really tidbits. Duterte declaring May 25 a holiday. Mandaluyong lifting ban on sale. Hey, that should be number one, right? Court releasing the teacher of offered reward for Duterte, killing Duterte after posting bail. We have DILG giving LGU deadline to submit list of staff second tranche. Uh, Still many. The DOH 8,245 COVID-19 cases in Metro Manila, doubling time at 5.5 days. So this is really troubling. Valenzuela approves bawal ang COVID-19 jokes ordinance. So these are important. But I'd like to focus on the number two being the House deliberating on the ABS-CBN 25-year franchise. There have been so many talks, both sides. If the Congress does this, then both, the side on the other side will say, oh, uh, they got paid. They were, the commission was paid to them, etc. That's why they're now deliberating on this. If they don't do it, the other side will say something again. So there was a long, melodramatic speech by the speaker Alan Peter Cayetano, who made the announcement that they are no longer pushing for the 5 month thingy, but instead they're now going through the deliberation for the network's bid for the 25-year franchise. So stick around. This is going to be a dramatic sequence of events. And at number one, I received a note, from a Viber group where I'm joining, part of those uh, best practices in HR group and all that. There are many things that were discussed about the new normal. For example, from the NAIA website, that we will not be required to pay for a COVID test of 3,500 upon arrival to the Philippines, etc., etc. So these are part of those things. But then there are notes that caught my attention. One of those are, of course, we know many airlines will downsize and some will go into bankruptcy. The tourism industry will go into a long hibernation. Some will even fold up. Likewise, restaurants offering dine-in services will also suffer. Only those restaurants with delivery service will ever make it. The use of cryptocurrency in international trade and finance will increase until such time that they will displace banks. Remember that this is part of their notes on the new normal by professional people, talking about, these are policymakers of our country, and having to say these things. It tells you that this is somehow, a simpler thing, maybe slightly similar, but not too far, will really happen. Like they also said that China is ahead when it's officially launched the ERMB, their e-currency, which they said is much better than Bitcoin. I know that's debatable. On the flip side, restrictions on travel will also prevent terrorism. Uh, Even after WHO declares that COVID-19 has been eradicated, like what the WHO did in declaring that smallpox has been eliminated, the online structure for business will permanently remain. Okay, tourism and entertainment industry will also make a return in about 4 years. And I think this is the most important thing. Number 10, the future is in the internet. Almost all work and businesses will be done in the internet. And that's why my number one today is about the Udemy courses. Here I'm attending a lot of Udemy courses, and I've been leaving this side, the instructor side, the instructor view. See, it's already been activated by me. Almost, I don't know, 2 or 3 years already, and now I am about to finish. I'm not about to finish. I'm just trying to finish it, right? So this is now my application as a premier instructor for Udemy because heck, I've been doing this already. So why not then do it? So that's my number one. RGA will be in Udemy.
All right, that's it for today. So let me just enjoy the water as I take a plunge. Goodbye. God bless everybody, and God bless the Philippine Islands, my islands.